I think Dabo, by being the head coach of the program, the face of the program, and being a quote-unquote player's coach, not to say he can't be hard on guys, needs to be the bigger person here. It wasn't like Kelly Bryant quit with his job. He quit when he lost his job. And you might say, well, D.A., he's supposed to be there to compete. Kelly should have taken that demotion and worked harder. He was part of the team. He turned his back on the team. And again, I understand that reaction to it emotionally. But for Dabo, what's the win here? In my mind, his win is, I'm not going to reward a quitter because I want to make a point that you've got to be all in on this program. I think he's sending a message to his guys. He's sending a message to his program. The guys in that locker room, don't quit because then you're against us. You're not for us. And I think he wants to make this bunker mentality a thing. I think he's got to be bigger than that because I think the bigger picture is you don't want to come off looking small because you've got to recruit kids for the next 15 years. Dabo can do this forever. Dabo can make this thing run forever. It's not about that locker room right now. It's about every other quarterback that comes through there. I'm not saying give that every other quarterback the belief that, hey, if I lose my job, I'm going to quit and I can still get a national championship ring. I think this is a very specific, particular spot that there's no need to make an example out of. I think for Dabo, the win is Kelly Bryant was great for our program. He helped bridge the gap between Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence. He was our starting quarterback for an entire year when it was not easy to fill in for Deshaun. He got us to a college football playoff. He helped win 4 games in our national championship season. You know what? He gets a ring. Because at that point, it's not a story. Nobody at that point goes, how could you possibly reward a quitter? No. You're being a big man. You're being the bigger man. You're rewarding a player that contributed to your franchise, your program. Nobody there is going to say, don't give him a ring and rip Dabo. But by making an example out of it, you can look small. You can look petty. I know that there's always this backlash against this era of participation trophies. And there are elements of that I agree with. There are elements of that attitude that I am in lockstep with. I think we have nurtured a generation of kids that we are really scared to make upset. I think we're really worried about making them mad or sad or upset because we're more sensitive, we're more compassionate. In doing so, we've definitely gone too far at times. And snowplow parents that clear the way for everything so that there's nothing to resist for their child in an effort to make their child's life better actually are hurting them to understand the pitfalls of life, challenges, overcoming challenges, working through things. There's an element of this participation trophy backlash that I get. And I understand and I relate to. But in this case, I don't think this is a quote-unquote participation trophy. I don't think you are rewarding Kelly Bryant for quitting. He was part of a team that won a national championship. Like it or not, he played 4 games. He started 4 games. They won those 4 games. I think the bigger person, the bigger win here is we thank you for that. We wish you the best.